فلولا نفر من كل فرقة منهم طائفة ليتفقهوا في الدين.
Well, let us say polygamy, which is mentioned in the Bible, in the Old Testament and New Testament about previous prophets, is there, Now, whether nowadays they agree or disagree is something different. What I mean, as a religion, it is there. So their prophets have married more than one wife. Many is mentioned about them, and they have more than one wife. Jacob, for example, had more than one wife. There's Solomon, David, all of them, they had more than one wife. So what I mean, religious phenomena, it is there. Now the people later on decide to ban it, this is up to them. It is not banned by Almighty God. That is what I want to say. Nowadays they ban it. Okay, we ask them, what is the solution? After the First or Second World War, number of women is, let us say, 10 times more in Germany. So if one man will marry one woman, what about the rest? 90% of the women, they have no chance to marry. What is the solution of the church for them? Tell them, okay, go and be prostitute secretly, no problem? Or they say, okay, you have to suppress your desires, and whatever psychological problems will be there, it is okay, you have to suffer for all your life. That is not the solution. Actually, from medical point of view speaking, why theory of Sigmund Freud, the well-known psychologist, was a German psychologist, his theory that the main reason which stimulates the man to work is sex. Why he stressed sex is the main factor to drive activity of the man or have the changes, is because he lived in that society between the First World War and Second World War. All the women who used to come to him for psychological treatment were suffering lack of, let us say, sexual desires, because nobody marries them. So he said sex is the main factor which controls a human's life. It is not the main factor. At that society, yes, for big number of women, because, well, in some statistics said 1 to 17, I'm not sure, but it was so big, the gap between men and women, So so to tell them, okay, have psychological problems and you tolerate, naturally, is not fair. To tell them, go and do it wrongly and we close the eye, again, that is not the right solution of faith, Well, Islam tell them, fine. If that problem is there, this is a solution. And if you need it, you can use the law. If you don't need it, don't use it. It's still up to you. If offer comes from somebody who has 3 wives to marry you as a 4th wife, if you agree, fine. If you refuse, refuse. Nobody will force you. If you prefer to live without a husband and live alone without having a husband with 3 wives, fine, live alone. Who tell you? But if another one still agrees, and naturally, when he is allowed to get 4, the 4th one agreed to live with other 3 wives. So naturally, it shows that she is in need of that solution. And that is what they say. It is solution for problems of the women. It's not for pleasure of the man. It is extra responsibility for the man, and it is for the sake of solution of problems for the women.